Creatine is something I avoided taking for years until very recently, and now I believe it is a supplement that everyone should be taking. Now, you want to definitely take it while you're doing some sort of resistance training, but the benefits that I've found recently go way beyond just the physical benefits. Helps with aging and mental benefits along with physical benefits. Let's start at the top. What is creatine? Creatine is made of 3 amino acids: glycine, arginine, and methionine. It is produced in our body in the liver, the pancreas, and the kidneys. Our body produces about 1 to 2 grams of it per day. Creatine is mostly found in animal foods such as fish, beef, and chicken. Eating these can provide another 1 to 2 grams of creatine per day. 95% of the creatine is found within our skeletal muscle, but now the researchers are discovering that there's creatine also in our brain. The physical benefits of creatine are that it helps when performing any type of resistance training. And studies have also shown that it can help with anaerobic running as well. So what happens is during working out, ATP is broken down. And what creatine does is helps us store more ATP within our muscles so we can perform at a higher intensity, lift heavier weights. And what it does is shuttles water into the muscles to make them look much fuller. Further, it can create new cellular pathways for us to be able to build more muscles, and muscles that we may have not had before. Like I've noticed in my rear delt, very difficult for me to grow them at all. But once I started creatine, I definitely see some striations, see some mass forming around that area. Creatine is also shown to reduce levels of myostatin, and myostatin can stunt our muscle growth. So obviously by reducing myostatin, we get more muscle growth, we look fuller, we look rounder. Not in the fat way. So along with those physical benefits of being stronger, being faster, being able to work out at higher intensities, creatine also helps us with aging. There was a 10-week study done for men between the ages of 59 to 77. They had half of them take creatine along with protein while weight training to see which one would benefit most. And by the end of the study, they found that those that took creatine gained a lot more upper body mass and had reduced bone breakdown. As I mentioned earlier, creatine is also found in the brain, and taking creatine has shown to increase the levels of creatine in the brain by almost 10%. By taking creatine, we can enhance brain function by improving the energy supply brain receives, and it also provides cellular protection. And the benefits keep going. It even helps us mentally. So they did a study in South Korea on 52 women. It was an 8-week study. They had half the women take creatine along with their antidepressant, and the other half just their antidepressant. And by the end of the 8 weeks, they found that women who had taken creatine and the antidepressant, half of that group was completely depression free. While that may not sound like a huge number, even that half is double of the group that only took the antidepressant. And early trials suggest that creatine can help with stress resilience, better memory, and depression. So who can benefit the most? Older adults can benefit for better memory, less bone breakdown, and even greater muscle mass as long as they are working out and taking protein along with that. People who experience acute or chronic stress, those that have anxiety, PTSD, or depression, studies show that those with lower levels of creatine are prone to depression. Now my past makes a lot more sense. So as we see, creatine not only helps us physically, but mentally, and also helps us age slower. So now, which one to take? I personally think everyone should just stick to the basic monohydrate creatine, the powdered form. They have pills, but I personally prefer the powder. It's just much easier for me to take with water or even my protein shake. How much do you take? When you go online, you'll see a lot of different information. You could do the loading phase or you cannot. I personally did not do the loading phase, but if you're planning on it, loading phase is basically taking 10 to 20 grams for the first 2 weeks, and then you cut it back to 5 grams per day. I personally just do 5 grams per day. I did that for the first 2 months, and then after that now, I just do 3 grams per day just to keep it at level. Of course, there are days when I miss it, and those days I will take 5 grams just to kind of make it up for the day before. One of the side effects of taking too much creatine is that it can cause stomach discomfort and bloating. While there are other side effects I did not mention in the videos, please do your own research before taking this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.